Bruce, just got your wood in for the sides, and I opened them all up, and they look outstanding. How nice the job he did on making that wood. So we'll get that unboxed here later and start fitting it in. But now you can see this ride height is really looking good. I've channeled this body and I've got it as low as I can get it on the floor pan. And I'm actually going to be dropped down around the floor pan just about 1.5 inches. But it's giving me that real good look. It makes this thing look full size, which I really like the way that looks. And then once I start adding all the extra interior and glass and all that stuff, it's going to settle right on down in place, and I think it's a real good look. Up here on the engine part of it, you can see how nice that fits in there. I don't know if you can see well on the camera, but that is fitting in there so nice. I'm about 1.5 inches or so, 2 inches off of the hood. And the radiator's going back in the exact location. So I'll just plug all this right back in, hook my battery back up, and this will all be running just like it did on the Explorer. And it fills this up real nice. So I really like the way that looks and the way it fills that engine bay up. Now on the inside here, I got rid of all the console and everything that I didn't have to have with this air conditioner unit, like the air ducts and all that. And then I will fabricate me some type of console metal or wood or something, put the AC controls right in there. But at least now I know where this body's going to go. Alright, well now it's time to go to work inside here. I've been waiting on these post extensions from CCR, and they've got them all in for me. So these are going to be the bottom of all my 4 corner posts. I've got most of my rocker panel stuff in. I'm going to have to make a lot of this stuff. But I've got to get this car completely solid all the way around the bottom so that I can start to attach it to the bottom of the Explorer. So I'll do all that, and I'll set the doors and get all that in place, and I'll show you how all that comes along. So now it's time to go to work, and there's going to be a lot of work involved in getting the lower part of this truck rebuilt, because it's pretty much gone from about here down all the way around. So I'm going to rebuild every bit of that. Then while I was waiting, this radio came in. So this is an aftermarket radio that is really cool. Goes right in the original location, but this has Bluetooth and stereo, and just you can put your aux cord into it, use your iPhone with it. So this is really going to be nice. That little short body is going to help me out quite a bit with the air conditioner unit. So, all right, I'm getting ready to start cutting all this out inside here on Bruce's car. And Bruce and Steve have made me up another shield to test out, so I'm putting it on right now, and I'm going to do all this cutting and welding and stuff with this new hose liner, and see how this thing holds up. And I'm going to put her to the test, because it's just bad about welding slag coming off and popping these hoses real close up in here where it's laying on the ground under you. This is going to fix that. So let me give you a little closer look on what I'm up against inside here. Alright, now inside here you can see that all is pretty much gone. All the way around. The firewall will be changed. And then all this side is gone. Get my light over there where you can see it. So all that side's gone. Now I've got some new rocker panels here and some new outers and inners. And we'll scab those in place. But before I do this, this thing has got about 66 years of settling going on. So I've already rebuilt my drilled and tapped and cleaned out my bolts here and up top. And I've done the same in the door. And I'm going to go get my door, put my hinges on and get my door and see if it fits this pocket. If it doesn't fit this pocket real nice, now is the time to take that years of settling out of it. And I'll be able to adjust this exactly perfect to fit that pocket and that door. And then I'll weld all this back in place. So let's get some doors on this thing and get it set, start mocking this up. Well, Bruce, this has been my work day yesterday. I got all this lower post cut out, and you can see the condition of that was in, and I've got it replaced. You can see the condition of this rocker panel. It's just all to pieces. And you can see how nice the one I'm fixing to put in there is. So let me give you a little closer look at what I've done here. Alright, inside here I cut all that out, which wasn't much, and then I have rebuilt all that lower post and cut the whole rocker panel out, which is right there, and you can see how bad that is. And then I've replaced this lower piece up to where it's good and solid, and pickled and treated all that. And I'll work getting this door. I'll set this door back in place, and once I get that door set back in place, then I'll put all this back in place, and I'll be able to tune that thing right in to the exact measurement. So I'm doing one side at a time. I'll get this all in place here, and then show you how that looks. Well, Bruce, it's time to put the body onto the floor of the Explorer, and I was talking to you on the phone about what I had to do inside here. So I've rebuilt all the bottom of your 4 posts while it's off of out here where I can get to it, and then I've got to tune this thing in, and I'll tune it in onto the floor of the Explorer with the outriggers, setting each post and getting them right in place and locking them onto the frame. But while I had all this apart, I wanted to go ahead and do some pre-fitment on your wood. So I've got your wood and I started pre-fitting it, and noticed that it was out, way out right here. And then noticed the door part was out, and did a little more studying on it and found out that this part had actually bulged out where the nose, when the nose went down, where it all rusted out. So I've got to pull these in. Well, also the nose, the rocker panels rusted out, so the lower post went forward. It buckled down here a little bit, it bent down here a little bit, so I've got to get all that pulled back and up, and this all pulled in, so I can make all this wood fit, because this wood is in 2 pre-made pieces that were made on a buck, formed on a buck, and this matches the door exactly. So I want as less stress in this as possible, so I'll get all that out right here, and then and do the same on the door, and move that post back where it goes. I just want to show you what all I had to do here. So let me get this raised up, and I'll get the body under here, and we'll probably scab it all back together so I can build all the front end and all that, and then we'll start tying it all together and welding it all together. So that ought to be exciting. So let's get to work.